It's a new year and also a great time to start talking about improving your life, but really the big question is, how do you even take that first step? I know sometimes we want to say new year, new me, but with no roadmap, and there's somebody here that can hopefully give us that. So this is author Crystal Sauls. You know a thing or two about transitions, new starts, new beginnings, and you wrote about it in a book.
Absolutely.
Tell us more about transition, going from a good life to a great one. What is this about? What do you want the reader to take away?
So transition talks about my changes from childhood to adulthood. So it's like an awareness, an acknowledgement of negative things that's happened. And so the goal is not to stay stuck in the negative type state of mind, right? Because we grow up with these things in us and then we're all bothered and we feel like we can't make it, but you're going from a negative life to a good life to a great life. Because you're transitioning, you're evolving.
Yeah.
As long as you're alive, you're still changing.
Oh,
but we're
that's
changing
good.
for the better.
Okay, we need to pause right there. We're putting a pin on that. As long as you're alive. Say that again.
As long as you're alive, you're still transitioning.
Oh, that's so good. So good.
It's facts.
When you think about your own evolution, transition in life, what is the one thing you're most grateful for?
I am grateful for the spiritual leaders, I would say, navigating me through these things. You know, this stuff talks about what happened to me from, you know, the teens, preteens, teens, 20s, early 30s, right? But there was always a good spiritual leader to parade me through, to encourage me, you know, family, all those type of things. Somebody come by and say something nice.
Yes.
We need all those things to evolve and to feel better.
And you do, I don't want to say coaching, but you probably are someone that helps other people at this point in your life through everything. So talk a little bit about how what those people poured into you, how you're now able to pour that out to someone else.
Right. So as a coach or a consultant, you know, you always have another coach, right?
Right.
You got somebody behind you cheering you on, so you can be 100 when it's time to help somebody else. So they poured into me so I can get back to this smile that I have today. Because we're not smiling all the time. So I get back to this smile and go and help somebody. I call it empowerment, like an empowerment movement. So I have a few clients that I help with different business things and stuff like that. So by the time I meet with them, I'm 100. I'm not staying stuck in whatever happened to me because I have a coach. I have somebody helping me so that I can help empower other people.
Let's talk about these guides here, these resources that you brought with you.
Well, today, everybody, I am super excited that I have the transition book, right? And so I was inspired by God to do some workbooks.
Awesome.
So we have the companion guide. Now this is a direct companion to the transition book, right?
Awesome.
How am I supposed to hold this? This is
Yes,
great.
perfect. You can see it.
Hey, all right. So, you know, it's parallel to the chapters that are in the book, right? And then we have next, I'm not gonna follow this table, the rebuilding workbook.
Awesome.
Right?
Awesome.
And these give you some rebuilding steps of how you can move forward and do things in your life. And notice I have a diamond theme. There's a diamond on the book, on the rebuild, because diamonds don't look that cute before they're refined in the fire.
They're not, yeah.
And so you don't look that nice, but when you go through that fire, you come out, you look better. And that's the goal, you're better. And then the new identity blueprint. This is you learning how to navigate things without that person or without something else in your life, you know, so you can learn how to be whole again.
Yeah.
Because some people, they need that companion, they need somebody. But this is
You can do it.
just an exercise to get you straight.
If someone wants to get any of these, because I'm sure they'll see this and say, okay, she brought them to the studio, but how do you get a copy of it?
Okay.
Where do they go?
They can, first of all, if you want an autographed copy and you're in the city, you can inbox me on social media and I'll send you an autographed copy, right? thetransitionbook.com, but I am proud to stand here today and say my books are everywhere books are sold.
Awesome.
They are on Amazon, Walmart, Barnes & Noble, here and overseas, UK, Middle East. So they're everywhere. But if you're in the city and you can get one from me. Because I do speaking engagements and I sell the book as well. So.
And we just put your Instagram handle up there so folks can get in touch with you. It's on the graphic as well and on your website, so you're able to get in touch with you that way. When we look at this book, these workbooks, you see the pages, you see the words.
Right.
Did you ever think when you were going through All of it.
Jasmine, no. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. I cried writing the book.
Wow.
I was working on 3 books at once.
Wow.
Right? But I could only afford to get one published.
Right.
And this is the one that I cried the most. I said, it's got to impact somebody. And I had no idea that it would be me publishing a book and it'd be that topic. Now, it ain't gonna get no worse than that. So if y'all, anybody looking for some more drama, that's the only book of Crystal's drama. But I'm glad that I was able to write and do that one.
Well, we thank you, Crystal, for even being transparent and open enough to turn what you've been through into a guide for someone else. So Transition is available wherever books are sold.
Wherever books are sold.
We celebrate that. We thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
Make sure you go to her website, her Instagram, all the places to connect and get a copy. Get a copy of Transition. We'll be right back after the break.